Well, this is the end of our Summit Historical Tour, and I'd just like to share with you a few thoughts to take with you. First of all, as we've gone along our years since 1890 and the sisters purchased this property, a lot of things have changed. We've gone from chalkboards to smartboards. We've gone from typing classes to computers. We've always had Summit buses. They look very different now than they did then. But what about cars? Today, the majority of students have their own cars that they drive. What about the 1920s when, as part of the curriculum, the nuns actually instructed the girls in the front circle on how to get out of one of these new fangled vehicles that everybody was having, like a lady. While the academics have always remained strong, there have been different subjects that have come up. There have been different behaviors. The years of the boys' school through the 80s, when a teacher entered the room, you stood up. Changing buildings, diversity in the student body, our real commitment to the Sisters of Notre Dame philosophy of social justice and encouraging diversity in all areas at all levels. Different traditions like class wills and histories at graduation, things like that were always big in high school, but also were a large part of the girls' middle school experience. The house teams in the boys' school that we've touched on. But then there are a lot of things that are the same. There are the first day of school and that excitement that comes with it. Close relationships with teachers that started with the sisters and continue on today. I've already mentioned the strong academic philosophy, which again was so different in the 1880s for those girls, and now is just a part of our Summit world. Traditions like the 8th grade DC trip, which has been going on since at least the mid-20th century. Athletics and field day, music and theater, dances, both here on campus and off campus. The rostrum, which may look a little different, but is now in its 102nd edition. It's been going strong since 1920. Of course, graduation, the culmination for every new alumna of the Summit. And at the heart of everything throughout our entire history is our chapel and sacraments, First Communion, reconciliation, confirmation, alumni marriages, even funerals that have been held here. And where do we go from here? How will students and our community in the future remember these years of COVID? What different aspect will be seen as historical and relevant or entertaining of the lives of every single student that's here today? Will there be one student that gets remembered? Will there be an event? We'd like to invite you to share artifacts with us that you may have. I know, as the archivist, I'm still on the hunt for a girls' middle school gym uniform, those horrible one-piece polyester things that zipped up the front and had navy blue shorts and blue and white striped tops. If you have stories you'd like to share with us, write them down, record them, make a video. If you have older relatives, ask them to share. We'd love to hear them and maybe continue on with a series like this with stories from the Summit. So again, thank you for joining us. We hope you've been entertained and you've learned something about what makes us the Summit.